Welcome to today's video, everyone. We're talking about the severe weather event today. So we can see we got an enhanced risk from Kansas into Oklahoma. We can see, and a slight risk in parts of Oklahoma and Kansas, in parts of Missouri, in parts of Iowa, in parts of Nebraska. Then we got an enhanced risk for a little part of Colorado and a little part of Nebraska. We can see also then a slight risk for Texas, then a margarine risk for parts of Texas, Georgia today, uh, Tennessee a little bit. You can see in parts of Missouri too, and Arkansas too. You can see has a margarine risk for severe weather today. Then we could see the TM risk in Washington and part of Montana and Idaho, everyone. So let's see what the tornado risk and wind and hail risk is today for it. All right, guys, we got our hail risk for today, everybody. It's a 15%. Yellow right here, you can see stretching all the way from Kansas all the way down to Texas. You can see. Then we got a 5% wind risk for parts of Louisiana and parts of Missouri too. Then we got a little 15% wind risk over by Nebraska and Colorado. You can see too. Then we got a 5% for Georgia too. Then we got a 5% for Alabama too. You can see that, and Tennessee too. So let's get to the tornado risk. Alrighty, guys, this is our tornado risk for today. So we can see the 10%. Those lines mean that means that pretty much means if there's a 10% chance for a tornado, that means it's it's like they have those lines there because it's more severe. That's severe. That means 10% severity risk right there in the yellow. Then we got a 5% tornado for Kansas and Oklahoma and part of Texas. And 10% tornado risk is at Oklahoma too and Kansas. Then we got 2% tornado risk for part of Texas, part of Missouri, part of Arkansas, part of Nebraska, and part of Colorado too. You can see for Sunday, May 18th. All right, everybody, we can see this is the hail risk for today. We got significant severity stretching all the way from parts of Colorado and Nebraska all the way down to Texas. We got a 30% chance for severe hail today. Hail outlook, 30% in Kansas, part of Oklahoma. You can see, and part of Nebraska and Colorado. You can see the 5% hail outlook. Everywhere else is like Georgia, Arkansas too. You can see in Louisiana too, and part of Illinois and part of Iowa too. You can see that. Also, you can see Texas has a 5%, but most of you can see the parts at 15% too, with the significance hail risk. You can see. All right, everyone, we got Monday's risk now. So we got enhanced risk in Kansas, parts of Missouri, parts of Arkansas, parts of Texas, parts of Oklahoma too. Also, you got a slight risk in parts of Illinois for Monday, in parts of Arkansas, in parts of Texas and Kansas and Nebraska. All right, guys, we got a margarine risk, parts of Kansas, parts of Nebraska, parts of Iowa, part of Illinois, part of Tennessee, part of Georgia, part of Alabama, and part of the Mississippi too. You can see. In parts of Texas, you got a slight risk for parts of Texas, so you can see. Then let's get to the hail and wind tornado risk. All right, everyone, this is Monday's tornado risk. You can see it's a lot more bigger, like the 10%. That means significant severity, where those things on there you can see that are black. Significant severity, 10% tornado risk, stretching all the way from parts of Missouri all the way down to parts of Texas. You can see this includes part of Arkansas, half of Arkansas. You can see most of Missouri, half of Kansas, half of Oklahoma. You can see the significant severity 10% is, and part of Texas too. Then we got a 5% tornado risk for Iowa, part of Illinois, part of Missouri, part of Arkansas, part of Texas. Then we can see the 2% tornado risk is in Illinois, Iowa, part of Minnesota a little too. You can see. Then we can see also part of South Dakota is in the 2% tornado risk, part of Nebraska, Then we can see part of Kansas too. Then part of Oklahoma and a little part of Texas, guys. All right, guys. So let's get to the wind risk. All right, everyone. So we got Monday's wind outlook. This is a lot higher than Sunday's. So you can see a red. That's 30% chance for a wind outlook. In this range is where like the most significant winds will happen in red. So stretching all the way down from parts of Missouri, looks like almost in Illinois, but it's like tipping the border of it, stretching from Missouri all the way down to Texas. Then we get the 15% risk in Illinois, part of Iowa, Missouri, and Kansas, then part of Oklahoma, then part of Texas. Then we got the 5% wind risk for part of Texas, Louisiana, then part of Arkansas too, then Mississippi, then Alabama, then some parts of Atlanta and Georgia, right there, in South Carolina, Illinois, a little part of Indiana, then a little part of Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, and part of Texas. You can see. All right, and when we got our hail outlook, you can see that means significant hail right here, the dotted lines. So we can have significant hail in Kansas, 30%, in parts of most of Missouri. You can see also in Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma. Then we got the 15% hail outlook for part of Illinois, part of Iowa, part of Nebraska, part of Kansas, part of Oklahoma, part of Texas too. This is where the most significant hail will happen, where the yellow and red is. Then we got the 5% for part of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi. We can see. Then we got Alabama, we got Atlanta, South Carolina, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, part of South Dakota, and part of Nebraska, and part of Kansas, and part of Oklahoma, and a little part of Texas too. Also, guys, this is for Tuesday, May 20th. Now we got another severe weather thing going on Tuesday. Now looks like we got an enhanced risk for part of the Mississippi. We can see Mississippi, part of Tennessee, part of Alabama. We can see. Then we got a slight risk for severe weather in part of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. You can see Tennessee, West Virginia, and a little part of Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, part of Missouri. You can see part of Arkansas, and part of Louisiana too. Then we got a margarine risk from Louisiana, part of Mississippi, part of Alabama, part of Georgia, part of South Carolina, part of North Carolina, part of Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, and part of Missouri too. You can see. Okay, guys, this is the probability risk for severe weather on to Tuesday. So we could see where how the hatch lines are. The red 30%. That's where we're probably gonna have our most severe weather. Where these hatch lines are. We got the 30% severe thing right here for Tennessee, part of Mississippi, part of Alabama, and it looks like and we got the hatch lines stretching all the way from Kentucky all the way down to Louisiana in the yellow, part of the yellow too. Okay, then we got our yellow 15% risk right here in part of Georgia, part of North Carolina. We can see. Then Kentucky, we can see Indiana, part of Ohio, and part of Illinois too. And we can see the hatch lines are in Louisiana, stretching all the way from Kentucky. Then we got the 5% probability outlook. Then in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. Then we got Atlanta, Georgia, and there the 5%. Then we got South Carolina, we got North Carolina, we got Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, and part of Indiana and Illinois, and part of Arkansas and Missouri is in it too. Okay, everyone, we got our storm cap here for today at this is for 1 p.m. Central Time. Everybody, we got here. We can see we got some really high storm caps in there, like 4,300, 4,400, 4,800. You can see some areas are just extreme. This is only at 1 p.m. Central Time, everybody. This ain't like the warmest part of the day. Then we can see the other areas over here are 3,400, 2,700. Not as much as over here, like where the most potent cap energy is. We're looking at. Then we got 2,500 over here. Then we can see we got 2,700. Then we got 3,400 again. Then we can see down here we got 3,100. This area is where the most cap is. Like, so I'm gonna go to the next one. Okay, everybody. So this is at 4 p.m. now, Central Time. We got 5,500 storm cap. That is really high. Yeah, that could cause some destructive storms today. Also, we got like 4,000, 5,000 over here. We got 2,500 down here. Then in these areas, for Oklahoma is like where the most storm cap is 5,431. I saw so far. That's the highest. No, 5,550, 5,615. Okay. Then for Arkansas, we have 3,100, 2,800, 2,600, something around there. Then for part of Texas, we got 3,200. In another part of Texas, we got 4,600 storm cap, really high. Then we got for Kansas, 2,300 storm cap too. You can see for today. Then 3,100 back in Arkansas. Okay, everybody. So we got Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time. We can see Oklahoma. The storm cap has went down a bit because we saw that's good for today. 4,400 storm cap, 4,000 as we can see in Oklahoma. Part of Kansas has like 2,800 and 3,700 storm cap too. Then part of Mississippi has 3,000 storm cap. Then part of Arkansas has 3,100 too. Then Texas has 2,100. And you can see the other parts have 800, 1,500, you can see. And another part is 2,000, you can see. Then part of Mississippi has 3,500 storm cap. Then another part of Alabama has 2,300 storm cap, you can see too also. And part of Tennessee has 2,000 storm cap, you can see too. Alright, everyone, this is 10 p.m. Central Time tonight for Sunday. You can see parts of Oklahoma and Kansas, we can see still have a storm cap on it. Not as much as earlier in the day, it says. We can see 3,600 storm cap still. And we got 2,400 up here in Kansas. And a little part, then at the border of Kansas and Oklahoma, we have like the most strongest storm cap there. For this time, 3,400, 3,600. Then part of Texas has 2,500 storm cap. Then other parts of like Georgia and stuff, they have like 1,700 storm cap. Then part of Texas has like 2,500 too, you can see. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Me talking about the severe weather outlook today. So please stay around and stay safe because there could be tornadoes today, guys. See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. So everybody, sorry guys. One more thing before you go. So back there. So the when this video comes out, the risk has been updated to MDT risk and a tornado 15% chance for that area today, guys. Sorry for naming the video back there because like this was recorded like earlier in the day, so like before like they got changed, but like it's even worse, higher tornado risk today now. So guys, stay aware and be safe. There's probably gonna be a tornado watch issued soon.